Good afternoon, I'm Asad Ahmad. A senior NHS official has warned that patients will be at risk during the doctor strike, which starts tomorrow and goes into the weekend. The hot weather will also make things worse, according to those preparing for the walkout. And staff say that this strike will probably be worse for the health service than previous ones. Our health correspondent Carl Mercer has spoken to NHS London.
We had more calls yesterday than we've had since the Omicron variation of COVID, about 8,000 calls to 999. So it's a really pressured system at present. Every time there's industrial action, there is less staff than we would normally have. That compromises the services we'd normally give. That means we will cancel operations. That means we will delay treatment. That puts people's safety at risk. But we have to take some judgments about when to do that.
And in terms of how this dispute ranks amongst the others in terms of the challenges you are facing, where are we? Because obviously we've got this hot weather.
So it is the added nature of the conditions we're working with that make this period of industrial action probably worse than the previous ones because of the numbers of people needing treatment because of this weather. It's boiling hot out there today and that's affecting everyone. That makes people ill and that puts extra pressure on our service. And we really need government and the unions to come together and resolve this. It's not in the NHS's gift, it's not in my gift to resolve that, but our job therefore is to make sure that we do everything we can when these strikes and this industrial action is happening, but we really want it to come to an end.
Martin Macri speaking to Carl Mercer there. Now, a high pollution alert is in place, coupled with an appeal to Londoners to not use their cars today. It's only the second time this year an alert has been issued, with high temperatures and build-up of emissions leading to particularly poor air quality. The Mayor of London, on advice from Imperial College London, is urging people to walk, cycle or use public transport instead. London's ultra-low emission zone raised more than £220 million last year. Over 70 million of it came from fines when people either didn't or they forgot to pay in time. The details from Transport for London come ahead of the controversial expansion of the zone in August. TfL says the money is being used to improve public transport. The most intact mausoleum of its kind ever to be discovered in Britain has been found near Borough Market at London Bridge. It dates back to Roman times and is on a site being developed both for offices, homes and shops. Archaeologists didn't find any of the coffins, but they did find coins, scrap metal and fragments of pottery. The findings will all be retained for public display. Record numbers of black Londoners are giving blood, and there's a need for even more. The reason why it matters is because they can help people with sickle cell disease, which is particularly common in people with an African or Caribbean family background. Lakshmi Gopal has been meeting blood donors, and she starts her report with a video which encourages more people to come forward.
As a nation, we're a generous lot. You can say giving. It's in our blood, but you know what? It's blood we need more people to give to save lives.
A new NHS campaign with a life-saving message, encouraging more people from the black community to give blood. A message written large here in Stockwell, where a new mural depicts 5 blood donors from across the country, including Londoner Sam Awuku.
What was your reaction when you first turned around and saw that?
I was shocked. I think it looks slightly like me and I love it.
Why is it important to you to donate blood?
I know the importance of it because my sister has sickle cell. I know it's important of people of black heritage to give because they're more likely to be a match for the sickle cell receivers. And I just want to be able to help out the community in any way I can, and I think this is a great way to do that.
People of black heritage are more likely to have sickle cell, where red blood cells are crescent or sickle-shaped, which can block blood flow and cause severe pain. Linda Ryan has needed regular blood transfusions from the age of 19.
I wouldn't be standing here today without the great donors out there. It's just amazing, and being able to at least live a quite good quality of life now.
The good news is more black Londoners are donating than ever before, with regular donors reaching an all-time high of 8,500 in the past year and a record additional 3,500 becoming new donors. The picture is reflected nationally, but despite this, there's still a critical shortage.
It's vital because we've seen a growth in sickle cell condition in the black community, and it's much better to have matched blood when we do transfusions with those donors and those patients to make them much healthier.
The NHS needs 12,000 new donors of black heritage this year to meet demand. So the message to keep giving continues. Lakshmi Gopal, BBC London.
There's a big shortage of foster carers in London, so Redbridge Borough Council is looking to address that. They're encouraging current foster carers to share their experiences of looking after and helping vulnerable children. Carers like Geraldine. She spoke to us about her experience, as did a previous foster child of hers.
That's nice.
We've got nice ones at Christmas. I think we get most of our photos at Christmas.
Yeah.
It was just lovely coming into a nice family environment and feeling safe. Wasn't used to family days out and being able to have a decent hot meal and just, you know, the little things were big things. And my different hair colours. Been the rainbow, I have.
You have to be open-minded, kind, caring, and overall somebody who will listen. Because if you can't listen, you can't hear what they need. I've been a carer for 24 years and I have looked after quite a lot of children. We think it's over 100 now. It's been very challenging, it's been very rewarding, and I think the most I've got out of it is knowing so many wonderful young people. When they come into my home, they become part of my family, and Emma's here to prove that.
Being in care and living with Geraldine gave me that stable home life where I can talk about my problems. I still come to Geraldine today with issues that I have. It gave me freedom. It gave me a chance to grow up. Geraldine taught me how to cook, to clean. She's the one that makes me believe that I can do anything.
She enriches my life every day. She's a friend, she's a daughter. You see the change in that child over time and it's just amazing. I've gained so much from being a foster carer, and a lot of my young people have gained so much by being in foster care.
And now thanks to Geraldine and to Emma. Now the weather forecast with Elizabeth.
Hello there, good afternoon. A lot more blue sky and sunshine around today. It was a beautiful sunrise earlier on this morning, as captured by a weather watcher in Footscray. And here's the Shard sparkling in all of that sunshine too earlier on this morning. The sunshine is just set to continue as we head through the rest of the week. It is looking mostly dry, so we've lost the thunderstorms from yesterday, and it will feel a bit less humid as well. The heat's not quite so oppressive. The dew points have dropped today, so it is feeling a little fresher, but temperatures for some could still peak in the high 20s in Celsius. Small chance for shower, but for the vast majority of us, it's looking dry. And it'll feel more comfortable for sleeping overnight tonight with that less muggy feeling air. Temperatures still high though into tomorrow morning. Clear skies, and it's another sunny start to the day on Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, we're set to keep all of that sunshine. Temperatures again will peak in the mid to the high 20s in Celsius, a little cooler towards the east with that fairly light easterly wind. And of course, high pressure remains dominant as we head through the rest of the week. So Thursday and Friday, it's more of the same. We could start off with a little bit of mist, perhaps. It's certainly a little cooler than it has been, but temperatures still above the seasonal average. As we head towards the end of the weekend, we could start to pick up 1 or 2 showers, maybe just edging in from the west, and the same is true into the start of next week, but generally dry and warm.
Well, that's it. Riz Latif will be here with our next news at 6:30 on BBC One and the iPlayer, and there's plenty more on BBC Radio London, where radio legend Kath Melandri is on until 6. Whatever you do this afternoon, have a very good afternoon. Bye-bye.